Howdy, folks. I am Charles Daring. We have Michael Fish and John Nave out in the chat. We sure appreciate you.
Hello, fellers.
I'm splitting the screen so nobody can cheat. We got Herb Hooper here. You all right, Herbie?
Yeah, I just had a sneeze. That's why I muted myself before you went on.
All right.
I want to do right in the middle of it.
Let's see. I know for a fact we got 2 people out in the chat, and StreamYard's still showing no viewers. But let's let it build up a little bit, and it will. We have 2 chances to win. 5 free patterns from woodenvisions.com. We're gonna do. Well, I'll wait till more people get in here because I'm already going to be repeating myself a lot. Because anytime I see that view count increase, I always repeat the bull stuff again. All right. Says we got 3 folks watching. Come on in here, folks. It's 6:01 p.m. in Gatesville, Texas, and wherever Herb is. Lake Worth. It's September 23rd, 2020. Why does it sound like somebody's alarm is going on?
I got to mute myself because somebody's got the vacuum going.
Oh, okay. We have Mimi Lord here. Says we got 6 people watching now. We're going to have 2 chances. If it's the same person, they could win 10 free patterns, but it's very rare that it's the same person that wins both. But, and I'll keep repeating this every time I see the view count go up, we have 8 people. Okay, there's a reason why I'm not showing them the whole piece here, because somebody can check out. All you have to do, hello, John Bradley, watching over on Facebook as well as Mimi. All you have to do is guess how many brad nails are in this piece holding 2 stacked together and how many pilot holes. That's it. All you have to do is guess how many pilot holes are in this project and how many brad nails are holding a stack of 2 together. Thank you, Michael. Hello, Chris Simons. There you are. That's all it takes. There's no intelligence quote factor. That wasn't a cut down to the viewers. What I mean is you don't have to rack your brain simply guessing. You guess. All you have to do is guess how many brad nails are holding the stack of 2 together, and how many pilot holes are in it. I already have them written down on the back of the piece, so there's no cheating here. Hello, Pat Hagen and Wesley Balco. Are you ready to secretary yours? I'll read them out loud so you don't have to look up if you want to. And if we get anybody that repeats anything, then that person has to guess again. Are you just, I don't know what you're writing down. Herbie, you're being all quiet on me.
Sorry about that, but somebody got the Hoover in the background that's too loud.
It's actually not very loud at all. I just heard a little beep. I assume do you have John Nave written down? He was the first one. Do you have Steve Combs written down? Hello, Steve. Do you have Wesley Balco written down? He is 28 brads, 457 cuts. And you don't have to keep looking up. I'll read them out to you. You ready for the next one? Or keep looking up. I don't care. I don't know where you're at when you're muted.
I'm on Pat.
Okay, so you got Michael Fish. Okay, so you didn't. See, that's why we got to go in order. Let me read them out to you, Sparky. Okay, you have... Okay, don't look up, just write. I'm going to say that in the sweetest way. And hello to everybody. So you have John Nave, Steve Combs, and Wesley Balco?
Yeah, West 310, 16 pilots.
No, that's not Wesley. It says 28 brads, 457 cuts.
Oh, hell. See, I already screwed this up.
That's okay. Now, if you just stay looking down and write, you can start from the beginning.
I got John Bradley. John Nave, 290, 27.
Yes, that's 27 brads, 290 pilot holes. Steve Combs says 229. 229 pilot holes and 7 Brads. And just say okay when you're ready for the next one.
Okay.
Wesley Balco, 28 Brads, 457 cuts.
Okay.
Michael Fish, 8 nails, 250 pilot holes.
Okay.
Hello, Aussie man. He says 310 holes.
Aussie.
Yes, 310 holes and 6 Brads.
Okay.
And Mimi Lord is 30 Brads
Okay.
and 310 pilot holes.
Okay.
Chris Simons, a new viewer watching over on Facebook, says 16 Brads,
Okay.
323 pilot holes.
Okay.
Pat H is 323 on holes, 323.
Okay.
18 Brads.
Okay.
John Bradley, 37 Brad nails,
Got it.
400 pilot holes.
Got it.
Scott Hampton,
Okay.
that is 501 pilot holes and 60 Brads. Do you need me to repeat any of those?
No.
Okay, now I'm going to repeat the whatchamacallit. And this is for people that have not guessed yet. All you have to do in order to win 5 free patterns from woodenvisions.com, so you have 2 chances to win. All you have to do is guess how many brad nails are holding the stack of 2 together and how many pilot holes are in the project. That's it. How many brad nails holding the stack together and how many pilot holes. That's 2 chances to win. Berta Morton, would you like to check? Yes. And you pick 2 different numbers. Brad nails holding the stack together, Berta, and the other is for how many pilot holes are in it. And this is for anybody listening, even if you just came in. We do this every time we start a project. Sometimes it's just brad nails, sometimes it's both. Go Berta, go Berta. Anybody watching, anytime I see that viewer number rise, I will repeat myself. I don't mind doing that. All you have to do for 2 chances to win 5 free patterns from woodenvisions.com, all you have to do is guess how many brad nails are holding this stack of 2 pieces together and how many pilot holes are in the project.
Okay. Herb Hooper picks 380 for the holes. 13 Brads.
All right. And we got 22 people watching. If that number goes up, I'll repeat myself. But right now, we're just waiting on Berta Martin says
429.
No, she doesn't say 429. 249.
I'm dyslexic.
That's all right. That's why I was going to read it to you. 249 on pilot holes and 32 Brads.
Okay.
Okay, and the viewership is dropping, so I'll go ahead and announce this. Everybody had their final answer in. And we didn't have anybody repeat any answers. That's kind of cool.
I know. That's shocking.
And I don't mean any insult whatsoever, Herb, on your dyslexia. It's probably just easiest for you to listen and let me read them out. That way we don't run into, no, I said 400.
I know.
All right. Now, I haven't measured this piece, but thank you for your assistance there, Mr. Herb. We're going to flip it over, and here's going to be our winners. B stands for Brads. P stands for pilot holes.
Brads.
Ignore that splotch. That's 419.
Okay, give me a minute.
All right.
Need to get my calculator. Oh, I ain't totaling none of this crap. 16 Brad goes to Chris Simons.
Nice.
Okay, and the 419 Well, the closest one to it was John Bradley with 400.
All right. So, Chris Simons and John Bradley, I'm going to share my screen and I'll show you all what to do to pick your free patterns. And
Oh, wait a minute. 418, that was me. No, it was John Bradley.
Okay, John Bradley and Chris Simons. Congratulations, Mr. Chris Simons. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your winner right there. One of your winners. Chris Simon and John Bradley, I'm going to screen share to show y'all how to let me know which patterns you want. Sometimes it takes me about a day, but I will do it. And I believe I'm friends with both of you on Facebook, so that makes it easier for me. So I'm going to screen share, and I'll show you how to send me the patterns you want. The quickest way for me, anyway. Woodvisions.com. So we're just going to pick any random pattern. Okay, so what you do is you click on the thumbnail of the one that you want, and then all you have to do is give me that number under there for each one you want. It'll, for example, this one's P1598. That's the number you're going to want to give me. I would prefer you keep it at $10 and less patterns, because I do have some that are over $10, but those are harder to give away. But and this is just an example. You don't have to pick this one, but just give me that P1598, not the specific number, but that you're looking for the SKU under the word compare on each individual pattern that you want. So I hope it helped. And
good stuff there.
And Steve Combs says, LOL Herb. I'm not sure what he's laughing at because I was too busy screen sharing.
Oh, I told him, well, wait a minute. That was my number.
Oh, yeah. Okay, both cameras should be crystal clear because I've taken the lens off of both of them. Of course, this clamp ain't worth a crap.
Look like you got woodworms in that piece.
Okay, let me change out this clamp here. That one don't like to hold on. But we're going to get rolling here. The first cut, now I didn't add this as a pilot hole, but the first cut's going to be the perimeter of the oval. And I will do that roughly, so y'all will be wondering, well, why is it so ugly looking? Well, that's because I know I can use a belt sander to bring it up to the line. Let me get my clamps set up top. I need more adjustable clamps.
Christian says, awesome, thanks. We send it in Messenger.
Yes, sir. And if anybody's ever not friends with me on Facebook, I'll just have them email me. But that's also how you'll get the patterns is on Messenger. But if you would prefer to do it via email, I can put my email address at the bottom of the right, just like that. If y'all would prefer to do it by email, just let me know. And there's my email address down there. But the way you would save them if they're sent to you through Messenger is you would click on each individual picture and then right click, save as, blah, 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 stank. All right. First, I want to bump the camera.
Steve Combs, did we get a prize for being the worst guesser? Chuck?
Not yet.
Mimi Laura, hello, Mimi, says, congratulations, Chris.
And I believe Chris is a first-time viewer. I could be wrong, but I believe he was a first-time viewer here. Participator in the show, that is. And we try to do this at least once a day. Every now and then it's twice a day or 3 times a day. Every now and then I skip a day, but that's only because life sometimes gets in the way. And for anybody wondering, this is 2 pieces of 1/4-inch maple ply using a 22-inch Hegner scroll saw. The blades I'll be using for the most part are number 5 flat-ended spirals by Flying Dutchman. I get them at woodandteddybear.com. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but that's what I'm using. Every now and then I'll drop down to a number 3 for a little tiny cut. So we have John Bradley that won I don't remember which one won which, but John Bradley won and Chris Ames won. Thank you both for participating. Now, as what Lawrence Aldridge did, if y'all don't mind, if we could skip 2 weeks in between, or 2 projects in between winnings, that way other people get a chance. Luckily, Lawrence Aldridge bowed out of this one since he'd won the last 2 times, and that got me thinking, let's make it fair for everybody else. If you've won, then wait 2 weeks. So I hope you two understand that. But someday I can just be sitting here cutting on a project, and I'll be whistling something. I said, if you can figure out what song I'm whistling, you win a pattern. So every now and then I just randomly throw out winning stuff. So I don't do that to bribe people. I do it to give back. And people, every now and then, people like Steve Combs will do what they call a super chat. It's not required, but always appreciated. If you're on YouTube, this only happens on YouTube. By the way, if you want to connect it on YouTube, I go by Charles Deering Scroll, but you should be able to find me under Charles Deering. I'll be wearing a black hat and sunglasses pointing at you. But if you're watching on YouTube, you will see a $sign under there, and if you click on that, it allows you to donate whatever amount you choose to, and it's never required, but always appreciated. It's called a super chat. Steve Combs does it most frequently, and Dale Kirkman. Jamie Page has done it a couple times. Steve Good did it a long time ago. Much obliged. All right, so we got 13 people watching, and
Michael Fish is asking you, how are the Flying Dutchman blades?
I love them. I did a comparison video a while back. I will say Pegasus blades are now. I can only speak to spirals, so anything I say about Pegasus versus Flying Dutchman, I'm referring to spiral blades. The Pegasus spiral blades are sharper than Flying Dutchman, but in my opinion, they're more brittle. A lot of people tell me that. I am referring to spirals. They are more brittle under Pegasus, but they are sharper, if that matters to you.
Wesley Balco says, got some work to finish, but I'll be back later.
And if you hear the name Nequa, okay, Wesley, Michael, if you see the name Nequa advertised, that is the exact same blades as Flying Dutchman. It's just sold through a different distributor. When Nequa is the manufacturer of the blades, and they sold to North America, and Mike Morlock gave them the name Flying Dutchman. So that's Nequa and Flying Dutchman are literally the exact same blades. And I always start with the faces of animals and people. And since these are animals or fowl, whatever you want to call them, I'm going to start with a face. More so the eyes. I'm going to change this one up slightly because I drew it conservatively. When I drew the eye and the little ridge over it, I put it a little further away than I needed to, so I'm going to go a little bit closer. But anyway, let's do it.
Okay, Bill said the Flying Dutchmen are the best all-around blades, but some Pegasus are too.
Yeah, for flat blades. Now, Wes Balco can help you out better than this. On flat blades, I believe modified geometry on Pegasus are the most popular flat blade.
And Larry's saying, I totally agree, Charles, about the blades.
Awesome. Yep. Now, some people like to try to call me out and say, well, you did a video review of the Pegasus and you were all over them. I love them because they were sharp, but I wasn't using them consistently before that live stream, or it was actually a recorded live stream that I edited down. I tested them in real time. I was impressed how quickly they went through thick wood. What I didn't know during that live stream is how brittle they were. That's why I stopped using them.
Okay.
Flying Dutchman comes with flat ends, and that works best on a Hegner scroll. So go ahead, Herb.
Berta says, Flying Dutchman blade. I use both the flat and the spiral blades. Aussie Man says the spiral blades are crap, too brittle. Breaking them, talking about Pegasus blades.
Yes, sir. Now, when you hear people say Pegasus, that's just the same as Pegasus. Pegasus, I believe, is a different language speech of Pegasus.
Pegasus.
Now,
Both of us are doing it.
I'm gonna go full screen, Herb. So I'm gonna need to rely on you 100% for the comments, so I can wait. Let me go ahead and turn off the email thing. because I just learned that I could go full screen. That way I can see what everybody else is seeing. All right. I do have two camera angles to go from, but we're going to go with this one. We're going to take a drink, light a stogie, and then we'll be going. I'm not always immediate after a live stream when it comes to giving the patterns that you choose, but I try to. Sometimes I wait till the next day because I'm human and I, that kind of stuff. If anybody's watching on Facebook, by the way, Facebook people cannot see the YouTube comments. That's why we read them out loud. And people on YouTube can't see the Facebook comments. That's why we read them out loud. If you're on Facebook, I hope you go over to YouTube and subscribe and click on that bell to be notified. If you want to connect on Facebook, I go by the Charles Daring. That's all one word. Let's scroll.
Okie dokie.
This wood is slightly bowed. I intentionally went off the line there because I wanted to add a dot of light like the other eye has. And what I mean by that is, I don't know how well you can see that. That little nib I left in the eye, that was because that's just showing reflection on the dark eye, which is like that one. Hopefully y'all can see that. And I'm going to bring this ridge over his eye slightly closer, so I'm not going to stay on the line purposely there. So there's that. I love this full screen thing. I can see exactly what y'all are seeing. That's so cool.
Oh, I was thinking, well, you said you're going full screen.
Well,
I ain't seen nothing.
It's full screen for me.
Oh, okay.
Because when I'm full screen, I can't see the comments or the panel or anything like that. And I just discovered that yesterday. So I'm excited about it because you know how the most hangout screens go, you can't see nothing.
I know.
Up close. If I could find the pilot hole, we'll be rolling right along here. You know what? I messed up. I said I was going to do the perimeter first. No wonder I'm having such issues.
Yes, sir. Wesley Balco, I use both brands. My opinion, they both have the pros and cons at the end of the comparison. Project to project, honestly review, go to my go-to is Pegasus for most projects. If y'all need the slower cut, move to Niqua.
Or what he means is Flying Dutchman. Me and Wes have a love-hate relationship with different products.
I'm starting just like both of you.
No, not me and him as people. I'm talking about products.
Oh, okay.
I won't have anything to do with the company that sells Niqua. That sells the Niqua. I'm not referring to Niqua, the company. Just saying. We're going to do the perimeter here.
Okay.
And I am going to be somewhat rough with it because I know I can use a belt sander to sand up to the line. That's only for the exterior cut, of course. And one long cut like this, you can break a blade if you push it too much. Sometimes I'll say things that are obvious to people. Other times, the reason why I do that is because not everybody here has been scrolling yet. So sometimes I try to let the beginners know.
Okay, Mimi says, I use Flying Dutchman flat blades. Very good blades. I had tried spiral, just hasn't got used to them. Wesley goes, no, my tags are Niqua.
That's funny. A lot of people use both styles of blades. I've only used flat blades one time. I guess somebody's trying to break into Herb's vehicle.
No, my girlfriend's here telling the wife to leave.
Again, if you're just joining, I'm intentionally not going up to the line because I want to just roughly cut this out because I can use a belt sander to go up to the line. And the reason why I want to do the perimeter first is it reduces the weight and Makes the piece a little smaller.
No, actually, she's trying to get in the car.
And as soon as I cut this perimeter, I'll tell you how wide and tall it is. It's right around 2 feet, but not exact.
Okay, we got some more people in the chat. Russ says, hello, everybody.
Howdy, mister.
Dave Hart says, evening all from Pennsylvania.
Howdy, Dave.
Hello, Dave. Hello, Russ.
I have this pattern ready to be put on woodenvisions.com, but it's not there yet. The rectangular version of this is already on woodenvisions.com. This version is ready to be. All I got to do is, if I can remember after the live stream, I will finish the upload process and let y'all know. But if y'all keep up with woodenvisions.com, then whenever you come back and you want to see if there's any new patterns, go to the pattern categories and click on newest. One thing I forgot to do, and I'm just now remembering it, is after I broke off the brads on the back side, I forgot to hammer them down. And they're catching on the table. So I may have to step off camera after I'm done with the perimeter here and hammer those down. Because I'm always prepared. Herb, if you have to step away for any reason, let me know and I will go off full screen. That way I don't miss any comments or questions, sir.
I'm good for a while.
Thank you. Yeah,
Still got a half a pitcher of coffee over here in front of me.
I usually make sure those brads are hammered down on the backside. Somebody asked me not too long ago, how do I do that? I brad nail the pieces together, and where they're sticking out on the backside, I bend them back and forth till they break off. Then I use a hammer to make sure that the jagged metal is not sticking past the bottom of the project. And I forgot to do that hammering down on this one. Again, I'm doing this intentionally because I know I can use a belt sander. And I keep getting caught where those brad nails are sticking down.
Oh. Sure, that kind of hurt a little bit.
Pick up.
No, I went to go put eye drops in there and stuck the dropper right in my eye.
Probably shouldn't do that, sir.
Nope. I just ain't right in the head anyway.
That's why you fit in here. For those that don't know, the voice you're hearing aside from me is Herb Hooper.
That's Herb Off Hooper.
One of our most loyal panel members.
I'm just like a case of bad heartburn. Can't get rid of me.
All right, somebody just wrote to me on Facebook.
Wouldn't die, sir. That one I can't help you with.
It's just one of the people responding to their prize. Okay.
Excuse me. He's just rolling. I'm a hiccup and burping.
I usually hammer down the brad nails right after I broke them. I guess I was multitasking or something. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
I probably came in and interrupted you.
No, it was a couple days ago. I already had this drawn out, so I knew I could go right into it.
Oh. Well, I was trying to take the blame for you anyway.
Yeah, but I can't let you do it. I even used the ice pick on all the pilot holes on the back, so we shouldn't have any issues. But you know, Josh Grover will wonder why perimeter of the oval is so wiggly. Actually, other people may wonder that too, so I'll be mentioning that a lot.
Chris Nealon's in the house. He says, "Good afternoon, good evening. What's this I hear about Charles getting goose?"
What's up, Mr. Nealon? If anybody has any comments or questions, throw them on out there. Even if you're a beginner, nobody here will make fun of you. I guarantee you that. They make fun of me, but they won't make fun of you. If I can't answer it, Herb might be able to. If he can't, somebody in the chat usually can. And if nobody can, I'll usually know who I can send you to get the answer.
Okay, I missed a comment earlier. Aussie Man Bill says every pattern you buy from Charles is a prize.
Thank you, sir. That was plum sweet. By the way, having a sense of humor on these live streams will make you enjoy them more. But usually every time I do a contest, I'll get 5 or 6 or more thumbs down because some people don't like not winning.
Okay,
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Chris Nealon says, fighting through the AFib today.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, and then Mimi Lord says, how often do you add new patterns?
I can go weeks without, and other days I'll be doing 3 or 4 in a day. I do have some old patterns, about 4 old patterns that I put into ovals because I like putting designs into ovals where part of it's hanging out. Not this one. This one, nothing's hanging out of this oval, but I have a cat, an owl, and what else? There's some other ones that I have sticking out of old, and they aren't uploaded yet, but they will be soon. Cat, an oval. God, I don't remember. Don't get me lying. Okay, Herb, since I screwed up, I'm going to go hammer these brad nails, then we'll get right back to scrolling, all right? So
Chris says, I never use brads to hold stack cuts together. Then Chris Nealon says, could be worse.
I use brads because, if you do a large piece like I do and you just do the perimeter and tape, it's not holding the middle of the stick together, so you get more fuzzies in the middle on both layers. That's just me. That and I like to do things the hard way. If you ask my dad, I won't be able to reach. I won't be able to keep my headphones on. So Herb, just try to babble and crap. And by the way,
this next question I can answer this one without even bothering you.
All right,
Michael Fish says, how many hours do you scroll for on one night? That could depend. Sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's 4 hours, and one night, believe it or not, it was 11 and a half hours.
So 11 hours, 45 minutes, somewhere in there. But yeah, it just depends on how much sleep I have, or if I get really hungry, or if I suddenly don't feel well. The reason why I'm showing this is so you'll have something to look at. After I'm done with the geese and the oval, this will be our next live stream. Here's Shine. Nobody wanted to see that one except for one person. But I'm going to take my headphones off, Herb, so I won't be able to hear you.
Okay, let's all talk about Charles now since he's gone. Patterns and ovals are good. You can cut them into tree slices and look great. Yep. Oh no, he's beating Penelope again. Okay, anybody got any questions I could try to answer? Yeah, Bill, when I first seen that picture, I thought it was a dog sticking his head through some cattails. Sound like Charles is back here beating somebody up. I thought it might have been Penelope, Russ. No, I can't do it all, Steve. You got to help me out. He's got full screen, so he can't see it. And he's back.
I am? Cool.
I'm not.
Okay. We got 15 people watching. Do you have any comments or questions? Did I miss anything exciting, Herb?
No, sir.
Okay.
I was babbling on.
All right. That's what we do best, by God.
And my fellow friend from down under, well, how about a big... There you go, Bill.
All right.
Mimi said she stayed home from work today. Just didn't feel like dealing with kids today. Had more fun at home. It's always a good day not to deal with rugrats.
If I can stop going through the eye I've already cut and do the next pilot hole, we'll be good.
Oh, you don't stick it through mine, we'll be happy.
And I hogged out all the pilot holes, so I can't blame it on that. I just can't. I keep putting it through the same one.
I put a little magnet in there while you wasn't looking.
Heck, blab it.
Because you know me, I like to cause trouble.
See, I keep going back to that eye. That's why you keep seeing me jump up and down here. I got to cut a pilot hole right next to that eye. And for some reason, I can't find it with the blade anyway. Let me make sure I hogged it out. Yeah, it's right the hell next to it. I want it to come out.
Michael Fish is asking, hey Herb, do you scroll saw too? No, I haven't scroll sawed in a while due to a stroke that left me partially paralyzed on the left side.
So hopefully you'll be able to get that going again.
Herb, the one-handed scroller. But you can bet your sweet patootie that I ain't gonna be doing no billboards.
Diddly. Man, what do you have against billboards? Just saying.
Well, let's see. If I had that saw on the other side of you, yes. But the one I got, no.
Oh, being able to lift the arm? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to...
Lawrence Aldrich says, most here scroll, Michael scroll. Yeah, these days I just sit over here and try to look pretty for y'all folks.
Which is why we don't have them on camera. Diddly.
Thank the Lord.
Well, they didn't waste any time doing the review process today. Well, at least we got it started. We got 23 reviews. We got 11 people watching. We got 10 likes out there. We appreciate you. And let's get back. Let me go back to full screen.
Okay.
We try to catch everybody on the comments. Sometimes we miss people because we're human. And I have it full screen, so I can't help her out. So
That's okay.
all right.
Only question I gotta ask for the viewers out there: did y'all miss me yesterday?
I did.
And Mimi says you do an awesome job.
Well, yes, you do.
Me or Charles, Mimi?
I think she was talking about you.
Oh,
I don't know.
you mean this is one sandwich I haven't messed up yet? Steve Combs said, I did miss you, Herb.
I sure miss you too. Okay.
Well, God forbid if I ever have to go in the hospital, I have to make sure the wife brings the laptop up there where I can.
Well, you ain't lying.
Uh-huh.
If I ever end up in the hospital, I'll be lonely as hell. I won't be able to do live streams unless y'all want to hear me talking from my hospital bed. But if I'm in the hospital, you'll know it's something bad because I rarely go to the hospital. Go ahead.
Bill says no because I wasn't there either. LOL. Mimi said, Herb, yes, and I missed you.
No, diddly. Yep, she was talking about you, sir.
Chris Needham want to know, did Herb get his raise after his stoppage?
His stoppage.
Yeah, me not showing up for work yesterday.
No, he's accrued sick days. Because he's here often enough. He's entitled to miss a couple.
John Bradley says, I just sent you a pattern request, Charles.
All right. Thank you, sir. You mean your prize pickings or something else?
Oh, Lordy.
Yep. And if anybody's just joining, we're using 2 pieces of 1/4-inch maple ply, brad nailed together, using 22-inch Hegner scroll saw, using number 5 flat-ended spiral blades.
I think that little feller just jumped on my desk and took my last 2 butterscotches.
It weren't me.
John suggests my prize ones.
All right. Is everybody okay with how close the camera zoomed in, or how much of the project is showing and all that crap? If y'all want me to zoom in closer, I can, but I figured most people would want to see the whole project.
It looks good to me, but my vote don't count.
It does too.
No, because I always get you in trouble when I tell you to move the camera. I cause things to break. I think I need me some pizza too. Okay. You pour it in the bottle and you shake it all about. Bill, Russ Meadows goes, how many brads and how many pilot holes? The brad count, Russ, was 16. The pilot holes were 419. Aussie Man says, I can't even walk into a hospital without freaking out. Yeah, I have a phobia.
I get panic attacks in hospitals. And stuff like that happened as I got older. I don't understand that, but go ahead.
It's usually the nurses that have a panic attack when I'm there.
No, that's only when they got to bathe you. Diddly.
Or is that the nursing home I was in? Maybe, probably both.
I never
night shift at the rehab didn't like me. Which I could care less. They needed to do their job.
Okay, Herb, if you want to write this down, you don't have to. Damn it, I'm doing it again. I don't know what that... Shoot.
It's 2 marks over a quarter.
It's 2 marks over 5/8. The same thing we dealt with before.
11/16.
Okay, it's 22 and 11/16 wide. If you want to write that down. I guess I could too. 22 and 11/16. 22 and... 3 marks. I'm telling you, folks, I need one of them flat-out cheater. Tells you everything.
Maybe Santa Claus will bring you a digital read.
Okay. Now, 2 marks. Okay. This is so funny. It's 1 mark after 7/8.
13/16.
Okay. So it's 16 and 13/16.
16 and 13/16.
That's funny.
Daddy says, you know how you can always remember that?
Nope.
Remember the size of your wrenches. You got 5/8, you got 3/4, you got 7/8, you got 11/16, you got 13/16.
Don't don't
Oh,
don't
okay.
try to teach me because I'll embarrass myself. But I appreciate it.
I probably just embarrassed myself.
That's funny. One of my friends posted on Facebook today, showing a tape measure and called it in 2 marks after the such and such. It was because I could relate. I've always been that way with tape measures. I don't know why. That's why I try to get the ones that tell you everything.
Okay, I missed some chat. John Bradley says, I forgot how hard it was to all pick out a pattern, all great patterns, Charles.
Thank you, sir. I'm the same way on picking out what I do for live streams because the ones I think will appeal to people, I thought for sure people would pick the Hulk, but that one didn't even get picked.
Yeah, because I think you did one a few months earlier.
Oh, on a live stream? I've actually done two different Hulks on past project videos, but none on a live stream. But yeah, I guess there's that. Dang it! Where's my stupid pilot holes?
I don't know. Bill said I had a really bad experience in the hospital. Made that way. He said I can't even watch hospital TV shows.
Yeah.
I know exactly how you feel, Bill.
For me, it's just the lack of familiarity and the purpose of a hospital and all that crap. I mean, I overthink things. That's whole part of the whole panic disorder thing.
Yeah, I get really nervous. And you thought I was thrown off the other night? Man, I was really cracking them nurses up that day I was in the hospital. You know how they ask you all them stupid questions?
Yeah. Yep.
First thing she asked me is wanting to know if I wanted a DNR. I said, yeah, just let me die, put me in the backyard, and let the dog wee on me every once in a while. Then she come up to the question, wanting to know if, basically, she put it, in another term, but basically what it was, she said, you ever had AIDS? I said, yeah, last time, like, killed me. And she got to laughing so hard that their head nurse come in there and said I was having too much fun. Lady, I'm fixing to be put under. I'm going to do whatever I can.
Daryl Singletary song called "I Never Had Too Much Fun," or it's just called "Too Much Fun," I believe. Daryl Singletary passed away. He was pretty young.
Yeah. Kevin says, good evening.
Howdy.
What size and brand of spiral blades are you using?
Number 5 flat-ended spirals by Flying Dutchman, sir. And thank you for watching. Occasionally I may switch to a number 3, but not very often.
How many number 3s did you do on the last project? Or did you even use any?
Oh, I used quite a bit. I just don't remember how many.
Oh. That shows you how much I watched of it.
There was a bunch of teeny tiny cuts in that one. Some of the feather or marking details are pretty small on this one. That's when I'll use them.
Turn out the lights. Slowly scrolling. Grab your favorite drink and come in and set a spell. So the train wreck is just a ride around the next corner. And that poor boy can't sing.
See, some people got elevator music. We have Herb singing at his piano.
I like to tickle the ivory. I like to tickle something.
By the way, the reason why I know this is a spiral blade, but I turned the piece for what I call visual comfort. I like to cut there's a couple straight lines, sort of straight lines, that I didn't want to mess up, and I like to cut those almost head on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your babbling there, Herb.
That's all right. It's your show. I'm just here for the ride and the derailment.
If there's anybody watching that has a beginner question, please don't hesitate to ask. Nobody here will make fun of you.
We don't make fun of Charles.
Yeah, this is my 133rd live stream. We've never had to block anybody for making fun of somebody because everybody starts somewhere, and this is one of the friendliest communities you will ever meet, and this is one of the friendliest live streams you will ever be part of. That's just saying. I'm a little biased, but it's not a falsity. Ask the folks out there in the chat. A lot of them are regulars. I'm gonna go ahead.
Minnie's asking you. She goes, when you're using a spiral, do you turn down your speed? I could answer that one. Nope.
No, ma'am. I never go below full speed, and I actually wish the speed went faster.
All we need to get you out of that 1700 RPM, get you a 22, 36.
Because all these would cut quicker if it was 2200 RPM. This one goes up to 1700 RPM. And I tried to, although I know everybody watching understands that whatever it takes for me to be able to scroll is kind of what matters for the sake of the live streams, but I do try to cater to a somewhat pleasing view of what y'all are seeing right now, because I know it's not as fun to watch if y'all are seeing the piece upside down, so that's why I try to be mindful of which direction the piece is aimed. Sometimes it can't be helped.
Bill says, not in my country, there's not. I had to teach myself. Yep. Sometimes it's kind of hard to find decent shows that'll teach you.
You talking about scrolling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess for the most part I taught myself. Pattern designing I taught myself because, no offense to anybody of that era, but I was unhappy with the lack of detail in pieces when I got started around 1997. And so I started doing my own, I'm not very good at using computer programs, so I did mine on paper. And I still do mine on paper.
Yeah, trying to learn something new is kind of difficult for me.
Yeah, and I get confused and overwhelmed easily on a lot of things, especially technical crap. So I don't know that every designer does, but a lot of the well-known designers use computers. And
Leonard Davis is in the house saying hello.
Howdy do, sir.
Jason England's back. Probably already said this, but where are you using to drill? What are you using to drill the hole?
1/16 inch drill bit. Because I usually don't cut pieces small enough to need anything smaller than a 1/16 inch. Yeah, that's what I use right there. Appreciate everybody taking time out to be here. We got 17 people watching. If you have any comments or questions, throw one out there. Feel free to throw a thumbs up out there. It wouldn't bother me at all. Share with your friends. Please subscribe if you're not already.
He's asking, do you use a hand drill or a drill press is what he was asking.
Most times I use, well, let me go get it. I don't have it plugged in right now, but I'll show it to you. When I miss pilot holes, I'll use a cordless drill. But when I'm doing a majority of the pilot holes, I use the Scroller's Drill by Seiko. Awesome little tool. It has a little plunge. So it's available at Seiko.com, SEYCO.com. It's called the Scroller's Drill. I use that to do a majority of the pilot holes, but because it plugs in and I have to alternate plugs to be able to use certain things, once I've done a majority of the pilot holes, if I find one I miss, that's why I use the cordless. And the cordless is the one I just showed you before that with the drill bit in it. Oh!
Kevin's asking, where else is this live? It's on YouTube and Facebook, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Where's Kevin watching from?
YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to connect for whatever reason on Facebook, I go by the Charles Deering, and that's all one word. And if you're on Facebook and want to subscribe on YouTube, I'd appreciate it because that actually pays me eventually. And I go by Charles Deering Scroll on YouTube, or you can probably just find me under Charles Deering. But the profile picture is me pointing at the camera with sunglasses and a black hat on, trying to look all cool and sexy.
Aussie Man says, I use a Dremel and a drilling jig to drill the holes. Leonard Davis says, I use a Dremel and a plunge base.
Yeah.
And then Michael Fish is asking, how is that drill press?
I love it. Just like any drill press, when you're going through thick wood, you gotta give the chance for the shavings to get out of there. So if you try to go through thick wood with a little bitty blade, it'll try to bog down. But it's gonna do that with anything like that. But you just gotta let it do its job and clear out the shavings. That thin wood, it's gonna go through it like butter.
That good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I got to have my bud.
Butter.
I think Paula Dean was my mama. It's like that Frank's Red Hot. I put butter on everything.
My dad used to put Tabasco on everything.
Butter and onion. Pam says I could probably put onions on my cornflakes and it still tastes good.
That's weird. I like it when the chat is active with questions and comments.
I know I don't have to come up with some
neither one of us has
material.
Neither one of us has to be as witty or quick.
Okay, folks. What y'all doing?
Yeah, what are y'all doing all right?
Russ Meadow says, I like Paula Dean's banana pudding.
Dagnabbit.
You just can't get enough of that nanner pudding.
Y'all got to stop talking about that there food. We try to do it on live stream here. Just saying.
Leonard Davis is saying, hi all on YouTube. You know me, if it's going to have something to do with it, I'm going to end up talking about it.
Now, the problem with having an oval piece is it's not as easy to steer the piece as it is with a rectangle because you can grab onto a corner with a finger and help steer. But I'm just trying to, I have one hand down here and the other one you can see.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be practicing on any ovals. And Russ Meadow says, yeah, I'm hungry. Oh, I wasn't supposed to read that. Sorry.
It's all good. We need to ask him why he's not in here. He's probably on parking lot duty or not allowed to make his duty. And yes, I said duty.
Folly touring the town.
By the way, this is totally off topic. If anybody's ever wondered why I have like brown and white patches, I have what they call vitiligo. It looks like I'm a burn victim, but I'm not. Especially like partially albino. There's no pigment here, so it's called vitiligo. There's normal pigment and no pigment, so it's all over my body.
Okay, Russ says the wifey is working in here.
All right.
Bill said I specifically a Dremel 335 plunge router rotary tool attachment for precision routing, cutting, and drilling, trimming wood to my drill hole, pilot holes, $50 on Amazon. And if this furry little kid bites me again, he's out the window.
His furry little kid is a cat. In case anybody's wondering, he's not abusing his kid.
No, they done grown and so cute and done married. That's their husband's problem to worry about them. There you gonna dip snuff?
No, I'm good. I know you're talking to your cat. I'm trying to be funny.
Leave my butterscotch alone.
Yes, sir. Got 20 people watching. Appreciate y'all driving by. I know you have options, and we're glad to be one of them. Herb's especially glad because he gets to cry when nobody shows up.
I know it. Russ Meadow says, thank you for that commercial, Bill. LLL. Hello, Donna. How are you doing this evening, dear?
Which Donna, Presley or
Love Angel.
Love Angel? How did Italy do, ma'am? Yeah, I noticed the details Bill was giving sounded like a commercial too, but I held back.
And I didn't realize that I already had it halfway through. Well, I feel neglected now. Saying hi to you, hi to Bill. Saying hi to Russ. I guess she don't love me no more.
What are you talking about?
Love Angel saying hi to everybody. After I greeted her, she just blew me off.
Well, she didn't say hi to me neither. She come to the live stream. That's just weird.
Now, she said hello to you. She said, good evening, Charles.
Oh. Okay, thank you. Say hi to Herb, so he'll stop crying in my Ura.
Nobody loves me.
We do tolerate you. I mean, love you.
Yeah. Tolerate was the correct word.
It was. I was not correct. I meant to say love.
Yeah, that's your story. You stick to it. I'm here for the abuse.
For those that don't know, me and Herb, actually me and everybody on the panel give each other crap. As far as I know, he still likes me.
Well, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't keep showing up.
Oh, God. And if I didn't like you, I wouldn't keep letting you. So here we are. I love you. And you can keep your Bud Light.
I don't drink Bud Light.
I don't either. I was just going off the commercials from way back when.
Dodgy memory. Really dodgy memory. It says Donna. Russ says, I do not, in caps, give crap.
By the way, folks, this is a total subject change, and it's not a happy, positive thing, but I think we need to be aware of it. For those that don't know, Brian Gidney, Gidney, summerswoodworking.co, his wife is now in hospice, so please, if you're the praying kind, pray for them, and drop them a line, let them know you're thinking about them.
I just almost nothing again.
Well, stop doing that.
Well, it was kind of hard because of Bill's comment.
Okay, well, if it's funny, let's hold off a tiny bit because of what I just said.
I know that's what I was trying to do.
If y'all don't mind giving Brian Gidney your thoughts and prayers, if you're the praying type. His wife is now in hospice. I just read that right before I went live. Pretty sad. She's a good woman. Been dealing with a lot of crap, as has Brian, of course. Everybody pray for him. If you're not the praying type, at least let him know you're thinking about him and hope everything goes okay. I won't tell y'all how to act, just by God. All right, let's get back on this. And you can go ahead and read Bill's comment now.
Bill said, try the Herb love call. You know it, Herb. It's
Good Lord. Folks, that was Herb officially losing his mind. Now, someday we'll catch Herb on camera doing that, but he gets shy when I put the camera on him. Right,
his
Herb?
eye ugly. And that face will really scare off a dead man.
Do you shake your head when you're doing that, or just...
Sometimes. Depends on if I got snuff in my mouth.
Every now and then I crack my brother up trying to sound like a telephone by shaking my head, but I don't use my tongue. I just let my face flop around. And yes, it's as ugly as it sounds.
The other thing just says, we'll light a candle. I don't know them. Aussie man says, sorry guys, I hit the enter button before
Well,
you commented. We'll pray for her.
Bill, that's okay, buddy. We know you're not heartless. He goes by Brian on Facebook. He goes by Brian Gidney, Gidney. His website is summerswoodworking.co. That's not .com. It's .co. And yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that's hard to put words to. It's just really sad. I can't even imagine. But the doctors wanted her to be comfortable, and so they stopped treatment. Tis sad, but us trying to be happy and goofy and this and that is not making light of that. It's just us, trying to continue, I reckon. Doesn't make any of us heartless. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was fixing to read Donna's comment. She says, being sane is for boring people.
Yes, absolutely.
I used to be a boring person.
Now, some of these neck detail I'm going to do with number 3, so I'm going to skip over those, except for maybe that one and that one. The neck on the other one I could probably do with all number 5s. I haven't even had a chance to write to Brian myself because I was prepping for the live stream, but I hope he hears that. All right. At some point, I need to do the Sharpie X's to show where the brad nails are. I'll probably do that after this cut.
Okay. Bill says, Rush says, I will send him a message.
All right.
And then Ozzy says, if that's true, I'm the least boring person around because I'm totally insane.
Apparently, we need to pray for Herb too, because he's something's happening to him. By God. Okay.
I just told off.
For anybody doesn't know, I'm putting X marks because I always cut the brad nail cuts last, or once I'm out of that area, so that's why I put an X. So it lets you all know and lets me know where the brad nails are without having to think about it. And I always put at least 2 brad nails in there so that the piece doesn't pivot on a single brad nail.
Let's see. We need some excitement in here.
I am excitement, Dick Blevitt.
Where's your brother?
I gave him a link, but I guess he's loving his wife or something.
I need some help.
I don't know if he can give you the kind of help you need, sir, and I say that with all love in my heart.
They gonna come get me.
Okay, so I found 7 areas. That means I'm missing one because there's 16 Brad nails. Where the hell are you?
Yeah, I bet people coming into your show for the first time say, "Oh my God, who is that idiot in the background?"
That or they think, oh, he employs special needs people. It's so cool. I don't pay him for crap, but I employ him.
You pay us in abuse.
Well, Stanky, y'all abuse the hell out of me.
Oh.
You out your mind.
Mimi's asking you a question. She said, "By the way, did you figure out what happened with the number threes that were not cutting good?"
No, ma'am. I just figured I'd sit back and bitch about it and not do anything about it. So that's what I did. So that's why I'm trying to avoid using them. Probably just a bad batch, but I ordered a whole mess of them, so there's that. I guess I should get back on camera, huh?
Yes, sir.
Makes for a more appealing show there. And somebody was asking me in one of the groups today about the wavy upper arm. That is not your eyes messing with you. It is the shutter speed of the webcam is slower than the speed of the arm moving up and down. That's what makes the arm look like it's wavy when it goes up and down. Say, look.
Lauren says, "I'm back."
Welcome back. Now, if you slow it down, it looks like a normal saw going up and down.
And Bill saying, "With her, it is very special needs person."
Yeah,
People, LOL, LOL. Thanks, Ozzy, man. Is there a specific site you get them from? I buy all my blades from Wooden Teddy Bear. Sorry, Charles.
Why, sorry, that's where I buy mine from.
Yeah, Kevin was asking Ozzy, man, is there a specific site you get them from?
You can get it from mikesworkshop.com or woodenteddybear.com.
Are they still promoting his since they bought them out?
I'm not sure, but I know they're available through there, so I don't know how they promote. But and by the way, anybody wonders, I'm not sponsored by anybody, so I'm not. Of course, even if I'm sponsored, I'm not biased. But no, I don't talk about products because I'm paid to. I'm not paid by anybody. I just happen to like certain companies and certain products. To me, customer service matters. That's why That's one reason why I very much love Seiko. They don't treat you like a number. Neither does Wooden Teddy Bear. Neither does Hegner, which is advancedmachinery.com. Yeah, you'll notice that when I wrote down that number on the back for the pilot holes, it means I had missed one. And you saw where I had to scratch out the last number and add the next one, so that's why I haven't missed one yet that I can see.
Oh, I am totally sorry. I had that stuck in my head, Bill, and I totally apologize for reading that wrong.
The hell
Bill said, I buy all my blades from Bear Woods. Sorry, Charles.
Oh, that's why he said sorry. For those that don't know, I have nothing against the company or its employees. I just despise the owner, and that's on very personal reasons. But they have good products and good employees.
And sorry about that, Bill. The reason why I said that because I was actually looking at a Wooden Teddy Bear catalog when I read that statement. I truly apologize.
No, I got nothing against bear with as the company or the employees. I just despise the living hell out of the owner or one of the co-owners. I don't know if he's a co-owner or the only owner. Anyway, there's that.
And Lawrence is asking, are those Canadian geese?
I believe so. Yes, sir. I don't remember the exact source picture, but I believe it is. How come more than one goose is called geese, but more than one moose isn't meese? Huh? Figure that out.
I have no idea.
That's
Like
why
tomato, tomato,
that's why the English language is so hard to learn. See, I can't even barely say it.
or potato, potato.
Yes, sir. You got 15 people watching. I sure appreciate you being here.
I have one job to do, and I still find a way to muss it up.
You're human. I hate to break it to you. If I know Bill, he's not mad at you. He probably just clarifying.
He's not. He's no problem.
Now, he might be plotting your death as we speak, but at least outwardly, he's not mad at you, by God.
Hey, don't do that now. I don't want the wife to get rich for a while.
Other than doing the heads of these geese, there's really no method to my madness of the order I'm cutting. I'm just going through doing different cuts. The way the mood strikes me, I guess.
Just in case no one hasn't told you today, Charles, I'm beautiful.
Yes, sir, you are. But no, nobody's told me today that you were beautiful.
Oh, well, I just did.
All right, well, I already know you're beautiful. That's why you're here, to make me look good.
Well, my wife still thinks I'm sexy. Because I walk by her all the time. She says, ooh, what an a-hole.
It sucks when you got to censor yourself on these family-friendly shows.
I know it.
By the way,
what is that?
Go ahead.
For some reason, I was hearing another voice in my headset.
Probably might be your mental state. I have no idea. I didn't hear nobody except me.
No, I had a notification come up on my phone, and I got that earbud in my ear.
Well, all right.
That's why I hear voices.
Do you ever wonder, well, I know you've had a stroke, so I'm not being facetious when I say this. I guess this would be for anybody watching. Do you ever wonder what you'd be doing if you didn't scroll saw? If I didn't design scroll saw patterns or scroll, I have no idea what I'd be doing every day.
Well, see, that's the whole reason why I got into it, was because I was working 7 days a week. And I started to, where I could take time off and just stay at home on the weekends instead of working.
Yeah.
And then, lo and behold,
good old stroke.
Berta Martin says, I bought some Flying Dutchman penguin silver blades. They are great. Bill says, I would buy some straight blade Pegasus and some straight spirals, Nequa blades to start off with. Lawrence says,
is somebody asking? Because it sounds like they're answering somebody.
No, he just come up with that comment. I guess he's answering from a comment earlier.
All right.
Way up in the chat. Of course, I lost myself.
I just love doing this. I mean, if I hadn't been doing live streams, I don't know how often I'd be doing this. I really don't. But y'all keep me motivated. I'm not trying to sound all mushy, but it's true. Some of
Well,
y'all are meaner than hell, but at least we have fun here.
yep. Uh, Lawrence.
Larry, he wants to be called Larry. Just a
Oh,
reminder, I forgot to.
Larry, I'm starting to get a little discouraged about trying on designing my own pattern. I guess that's why we have people like Charles.
Yeah, that's definitely where a lot of my passion is. And thank you for that, Lawrence. I I have instructional videos on how I design my patterns. There's 6 of them on woodenvisions.com. But it's not for everybody. But it does take practice. After a while, everything will be second nature. You will not be able to look at a picture without picturing what it would look like as a scroll saw pattern. That's one thing. One way it changes you.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll
Cat,
see a picture and it'll just jump out at me. Go ahead.
Cat's getting busy again.
Yay.
Um, Bill says ultra reverse and modified geometry. And he also says, I don't make my own pattern. I just send the pictures to Charles. No one can do a better pattern. Roberta Morton says, Ozzy, I agree, but I was struggling with some compound cuts, and these penguin blades did the trick.
Thank you very much, Bill.
And
Yeah,
then
compound cuts. I've never tried to design those, or I tried once, but I failed. But go ahead.
Kevin says, yes, I asked.
All
And
right.
then Bill goes, always worth the money to get patterns from Charles.
Thank you so much, Bill. I appreciate that, sir.
And then Kevin's asking about blade preferences.
Okay, that's what everybody was responding to. My preference is number 3 and number 5, flat ended barrels by Flying Dutchman. Flat ended because that's what the Heckner uses best, because there's such a narrow opening in the upper and lower clamp, and that's why I use flat ended clamp barrels. A lot of the clamping systems like the Excalibur, Seiko, Pegasus, and King and General International, whatever, all the, and probably the DeWalt, a lot of those, it's okay to have a twisted blade all the way to the end because there's enough of a gap in there, it'll squish it in the right place, but every now and then, not so.
Mimi Lord says, scrolling helps me to clear my mind and keep me busy.
Very therapeutic, and people with physical and mental disabilities will tell you that. My disability is mental, and that sounds like I'm making fun of myself, but I have panic disorder. But part of the way of getting through a panic attack is take your mind off stuff. A lot of us deal with depression and anxiety, as well as physical disabilities. And
Bill's saying, I don't know about penguin blades, or did you mean Pegasus?
I believe she meant penguin. It's a type of blade through Flying Dutchman, I believe. There's a lot of people I want to meet, but Bill's one of those people I wish I could meet, but I know I'll probably never get to unless he travels to Texas or I travel to Australia. But that costs money, and good old anxiety. Go ahead, Herb.
Bill said, and scrolling is just damn fun.
Yes, sir. Now, Ray Bridewell, he comes in every now and then, usually from Facebook, but he scrolls almost or completely primarily on slabs. And I can't imagine that because I prefer to cut on thin wood. But slabs have their place and they're pretty.
Roberta says, Flying Dutchman, Penguin Silver. West says, Penguin blades are from Germany.
Yeah, all of Flying Dutchmen are made in Germany. Which is actually made by Nequa. And Bearwood chose to keep the Nequa name, but Flying Dutchmen are the exact same blades. They just changed the name when it came to North America. And I haven't really told a lot of people this, but I'm the one that told the owner of Bearwood about Niqua. Not because I wanted them to compete with Flying Dutchman, but I just saying, by the way, Flying Dutchman is from a company called Niqua. Long time ago when Mike Morlock was trying to sell Flying Dutchman, me and Ray Bradwell tried so hard to acquire it, but Wooden Teddy Bear outbid us. Over $100,000 for that business.
Roberta says, I don't use Pegasus anymore. Too brittle.
Exactly. That's the only reason I don't use them. Go ahead.
Lauren says, I like the new Flying Dutchman Spiral. They leave a cut on the top, but fuzzies on the bottom. They're called new spirals. I'm using number 3s. And then I guess when I get back out there, I'm going to have to figure out a blade I can use. I know it's going to be a spiral.
Well, I know they have scroll reverse, and that's supposed to reduce the fuzzies on the bottom, but I'm one of these people, I fear change. For lack of a better word, unless I can justify a change, I just stick with what I know. I thought I was hooked on Pegasus when I tried it, but, because I loved how sharp they were, but, yeah, the brittle took all the fun out of it, saying, screw this. Again, I'm only referring to spiral blades. I don't know how the flat blades act on either brand.
Robert Fowler just joined us. He says, hey, now, how y'all doing this evening? We doing just peachy.
And for those that don't know, just peachy is a good thing.
I should have just said, oh, we geesey.
Well, that would have sounded a little worse.
Bill says, I see PS Penguin Silvers, PS Penguin Silver, top grade wood, scroll sawing with the blade, double the teeth, hardening steel for wood.
Hey, whoever just popped up on the panel, I'll let you in when I'm done with this cut. Go ahead, Herb.
And he's hardened steel for wood. Horn varies on plastic and a sight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Clip Daring, my other sponsor, DaringDecals.com.
Believe it or not, I was just asking about you.
Uh-huh.
I need some help in here.
Good to see you again, brother. How you doing?
Well, I'm sheepish.
You just woke up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate you having me here.
That's good bear.
Good deal.
Get you a couple of drinks of your favorite drink.
Daring Decals. DaringDecals.com is a brand new website, but watch for it to grow. Working on design stuff right now and inventory. Wesley Bucko says, handle Pegasus like my women. Treat her gently, and you get a lot more out of her. Good God. Aussie Man says, I use a sanding mop and a cordless drill to remove the fuzzies. That's one way to do it. Lawrence Alders saying hi to Cliff. He prefers to be called Larry, but I keep forgetting that. Robert Fowler Jr. says, have to apologize. I can barely see tonight. Caught welder's eye yesterday. Dagnabbit, Robert, stop doing that. Appreciate you being here. And Steve Combs says, hi, twin brother.
Hello, non-twin.
Hello, you civilian, or whatever the hell you want to call it. All right. Good to see you again there, Mr. Clip Derrick.
Well, thank you.
He is literally my twin brother, folks. It's not a nickname or whatever.
Mimi says, yuck, that sounds painful.
He's my brother from the same mother.
Ew.
I guess welder's eye is when you aren't
trying to weld without wearing your shield.
Yeah, and that'll sunburn your eyes for like
watching somebody else will.
Yeah. Shouldn't hard to do that, Steve. I mean, Robert, sorry.
Can't be taking a dip of snuff when you weld, Robert.
What does dip of snuff have to do with it?
Because he dips too. He was probably welding with his foot, trying to put snuff in his mouth, raise the shield.
Well, I'm not sure you can weld with your foot, can you?
Well, I've seen people brush their hair and dress themselves and feed themselves with their feet.
Well, if they didn't have arms and hands, yeah.
That's
But I
why they
don't.
got athletics face.
I mean, I've never seen anybody with hands try to weld with their foot. That would be weird.
Who won your contest?
I did.
No, you didn't. Bradley and Chris Simon.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'll pass it on. To win, they had to guess how many brad nails were holding the set together and how many pilot holes. 16 brad nails and 419 pilot holes.
I was gonna guess 18.
Well,
Really, I didn't.
if we can get duringdecals.com off the ground, we could probably add those to prizes eventually. But we also need sales.
Yeah, I've been doing examples. The problem is I have to display them under transfer paper because I don't have a place to just stick them to take pictures of.
I'd do it on your car personally.
My car would be covered.
Well, I know you'd be going through vinyl, but I'm saying advertise them on your car, then scrape them off, and there's your advertising photo.
Well,
I know it goes through vinyl, but
I need transfer paper right now.
well, I got some, but you got to come get it. I don't travel well.
I don't know how hard it is to get a pattern from Charles and try to dumb it down enough for a decal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
But you got access to something nobody else does, that's why they're buying them.
Oh,
Of course, they also, I don't know, legalities on buying it to advertise something else. I have no idea.
me either.
Robert says, Mr. Herb already had the snuff in. LOL had the tag 145, a 1-by-1 angle iron built on a 2-inch kettle guard.
Cliff,
are you talking about the red grid or the blue grid?
Blue grid. It don't matter the color.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes one's better than another. I have both, but the blue doesn't seem to have a whole lot left on the roll.
What'd you use it on?
I don't recall using it on anything, but it just.
Well, I'll take any of them you got. They weren't that big to begin with.
Okay, and that's why. Well, you got to come get it.
I'll be
Hernell
right.
Media's in the house.
Who is?
Hernell Media.
That'd be my other sponsor, HarnellMedia.com, does all your website needs. He also does woodenvisions.com and he does duringdecals.com.
Well, I mean, in his defense, I haven't gotten enough for the website yet.
Well, yeah, I agreed. I mean, that's the story on both of us as far as my finished pieces site because
It ain't for lack of trying. I just haven't.
it was a lot of work to get dead. I get it.
Yeah.
If you're wanting to get content on there.
My wife doesn't think anybody's gonna buy decals.
Well, yeah, it's not an easy field. Anything where you're creating quote unquote art is not an easy field to make money in. I mean, she's not wrong though. I hate to break it to you, but I think I told you that in the beginning. But at least you're not breaking the bank doing it. You already had it.
Oh,
The vinyl is where his money is. Go ahead.
if I could stock up like I want to on vinyl and such, then it would be breaking the bank.
Well, yeah, that's kind of dreaming big. But anyway, we got 19 people watching. If y'all have any comments or questions, throw them on out there.
Okay, since I got some help here, I got to step away for a second.
All right, float your ear biscuit. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's okay to dream big, but yeah, it's not. Neither one of us picked an easy field to make money in. And your previous field was making mugs, and those are hard to make money at too.
All my epoxy yellowed on that, so if I was even still doing that, I wouldn't have the money for the epoxy.
Are you able to see that chat?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because I figured out there's a way to do full screen, so I need you to monitor the chat if you don't mind.
Hey, Aussie man says dumbing down one of Charles's patterns is like drawing the Mona Lisa as a stick figure.
That's funny right there. Yeah,
And trouble with making money from art, you have to die to get rich.
well, that too. Even then, I'll probably still struggle. But you want to explain to people why you have to dumb it down to, just for the sake of it?
Well, as far as decals go, if you shrink it down too much, it just becomes black because it has to be a heck of a lot smaller than a scroll saw piece.
Yeah.
Well, unless I had a professional vinyl cutter, but I can only do up to about 11-something inches. Kevin says, here in Florida, it seems like everyone has a decal on the truck. Salt life.
Yeah, you never know what kind of design will go viral. It just depends on circumstances and mindset and blah blah blah.
I have one of Calvin peeing on Biden logo and peeing on 2020 at sale.
That 2021 could sell.
I've got 2 of your Deadpools done. Bunch of Punisher skulls.
You got to talk a little louder, Cliff.
Sorry, I was turning and looking. I got a bunch of the Punisher skulls and a couple of the Deadpools.
I want the Punisher one.
Well, all right. I've been doing the examples at 7 inches at the widest place.
Yeah, I'll put the Punisher ones on my truck.
Yeah, Kevin said those family stick figure decals. I thought about those, but I'm trying to think of something unique.
Yeah, definitely.
Zombies with pets. Austin Man wants to know how you remove the fuzzies, and Berta Morton says that decal is all over the North Carolina as well, even 2.5 hours from the beach.
What is?
I'm not sure. I'm looking to see if I missed it. Probably the stick figures or something.
Oh. What did? Oh, how do you remove your fuzzies? You can use a torch if you go quickly. Don't do it slowly or you burn your wood. You can use needle files. I use sandpaper and needle files for the most part. Other people use sanding mops. Other people use tape on the bottom that can reduce it. That's what Wesley Balco was talking about yesterday. Thank you for keeping up with that, Cliff.
Sorry about that. I went to turn off my mic while I coughed, and it didn't turn off.
That's all right. These things happen.
More. Ron Norris says torch is the quickest.
Yep. And I found out real quickly. You got to move pretty quick. But I have an actual full size. Well, not full size. It's little. It's handheld, but it's not teeny tiny. It's called a map torch. It's supposed to burn hotter. And I got it because I was going to start trying to do wooden flags, but everybody and their dogs doing wooden flags, so I never got around to it, and that's what I used. Go ahead, Cliff.
Kevin said salt life for people who love the ocean, fishing, boating, kayaking, etc.
All right. I've never heard that before, but okay. I'm anxious to see. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they find some reason for Biden not to do the debate. First one is September 29th.
Yeah.
Because he's going to bomb the hell out of that. I mean, I can't even picture him doing good in a debate. I'm open to being wrong, but yeah.
I'm not a fan of either one of them, but he's just a screaming idiot.
Yeah, I'm definitely a Trump fan.
Kevin wants to know what kind of wood is this pattern and what is the thickness?
2 pieces of technically 3/16" maple ply, but we'll call it 1/4 inch maple ply, 2 of them, and it's maple ply. I get it from Ace Ace Hardware and Lumber in Pearland, Texas. Wesley Balco.
And here's Herbie.
Hi, Hoagie.
Hard. You got the same name as my bear, the dragon.
No, he's got my name because I was
true.
here first.
I don't know. He's pretty old. I'm just kidding.
So's Herb.
Nah.
Herb,
I'm older than
Herb's
dirt.
58. Russ
Just
Meadows
about.
is the oldest panel member, though.
What he?
60. Is
90
Russ
plus.
Meadows 64? 61? Somewhere in there?
60.
Oh, I'll
Don't
lie
get me
for
lying.
you.
Now, as far as people that have revealed their age, I believe Booster Mike is the oldest person that comes in the chat sometimes frequently. He's 71 or something like that.
I remember when the world was in black and white.
You're lying.
I am.
Okay, we're going to leave off at the chat. Oh, what kind of wood?
Well, they just all jumped up and went. Kevin said Google's Salt Life sticker, mini fonts, etc. Okay, I will do that. Biden will. Ron Norris, I can't speak yet. Biden will come down with COVID about 2 days before the debate and blame it on Trump. Ron Norris said that.
Boy, we make a hell of a group here.
Don't we, though?
He's saying that
Curtis
because he
says-
messes up reading too. Go ahead.
Berta says, not talking politics.
We talk about a little bit of everything here, Berta. You don't have to be a Trump fan or a Biden fan. Go ahead.
I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of either one, so we're good.
I am.
Kevin says, is the maple ply is what I see on a lot of these patterns on?
Pretty much every one of them, sir. I have a big stack of them, or I had a big stack. It's going away, but someday I'll have to replenish it. And we broke a blade. Take a drink.
I just did.
I had already did ahead of you.
Now, Steve Combs can be out in the chat and be dead quiet for however long, but the second I break a blade, in all caps, he'll say, drink!
Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. LOL, explanation point, LOL. Explanation point. Don't get me started now.
Another thing about your dang patterns, Charros, is
Yeah.
when you think you got all the gaps closed and you go to color in and the whole dang thing turns black. I don't know where it's at.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing designing patterns, trying to find breaks in the lines.
Oh, did I?
I don't get it.
They broke a blade. Take a drink, take a drink. I don't need a drink. I need a dippy poo, dippy poo, dippy poo. Dippy poo.
Cliff, you know.
Herb
know-
smoked us up.
I was going to say, Cliff, you know how you and I get when we're tired and all babbly and stuff? Herb does that when her sugar's low. Seriously, that's how he acts. Because last time he was acting like that, he said, I'm wide awake. So that's what it ended up being, was low sugar.
Then that furry little kid come in here, wouldn't leave me alone. Kept bugging me.
His cat.
I'm going to end up drinking here in a second if I can't find where those dang patterns all opened up.
Kevin says, no politics, but the writing is just about to begin.
Oh, yeah, well, it's already begun, but it'll get worse.
Yeah.
Some of the rioting in Kentucky right now is because of the Breonna case.
What ended up happening? I thought they were preparing for writing.
Because the Breonna stuff was going to be announced. That's why they were preparing for it. One officer was charged, but that's just for firing into a neighbor's apartment. The other ones weren't charged.
I don't think none of them should have been. You know, he opened fire on them. They just returned.
Well, technically they were at the wrong apartment, but Breonna's boyfriend, they were serving a no-knock warrant, but they knocked anyway. And Brianna's boyfriend, I can't remember his name, didn't know it was the police and fired at him. The police fired back, blah, 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 and 6 shots hit Breonna Taylor.
I haven't ever understood why they feel the need to empty their clip, and I'm pro. I'm
I
pro
heard the
magazine.
reason once. I heard the reason once, and I can't remember. I think it's because only one bullet may not be the kill shot, and they got to make sure or something like that. I don't remember. It could also be adrenaline, but I used to know the reason for that, but I can't remember what it is. Go ahead, Herb.
Mimi Lord says, I don't like either one of them. I'm tempted to write Mickey Mouse. Write Herb Hooper in there. Vote for me.
Don't vote for me. I get pissed off too easy.
You vote for me all you want. I just don't think I should take it. But I sure could use the $400,000 a year.
You ain't lying.
No kidding. Bill says, twang LOL, twang LOL, twang LOL, go Herb.
Sean, never lecture me for my voices again.
He says twang when I break a blade. Just so you know, Cliff.
Twang, twang, twang. I'm telling you, y'all gonna be in deep trouble if I ever get a soundboard.
Well, you're already getting in trouble without one.
I'm gonna go full blown, get in trouble.
I just want to be able to do echo on live audio instead of editing audio. Dag blabbit.
Hello.
As you can see, folks, we employ the special needs here.
I so special.
I'm the greeter.
I hug myself every night.
I hug myself because nobody else will.
Usually the wife puts a straitjacket on me. So she says my L are annoying.
You want to tell Cliff?
Why she would say that.
You can say it the way you told me, Herb. But what do you call it when your wife? Dang it! You tried to censor yourself earlier, but what blah blah blah.
Oh, my wife says after 19 years of marriage, my wife says I'm still sexy. Every time I walk by her, she says, "Oh, what an ass."
Yeah.
I think that's funny. If anybody is offended by that, please get a sense of humor. But I won't tell you how to feel.
That's what you need to say, bruh.
What?
I think that's what you need to say.
Well, no, because I try to be family friendly here, but that was just a joke, and they use ass on all kinds of.
We are family.
We are dysfunctional. What's funny, we both started singing at the same time. That's twins for you. We got 19 people watching, clipping out. I could say that about the word ass. I'm saying, this and that, but some people get offended at the drop of a hat. But we do try to keep it somewhat family friendly here.
Nah.
I'm offended.
I'm a snowflake.
Kevin's wanting to know what other type and size of wood is good to use.
Baltic birch ply is the most common because it holds up for scrolling, but I like to have a little bit of character to the grain. That's why I use maple. It has little brown streaks in it every now and then. But other people in the chat, as well as Herb, and other people can answer that too. Go ahead, Cliff.
It was unrelated, but I'm probably going to have to start over.
Bill says, I would hug myself, but I can't reach around the LOL. 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 L-O-O.
I just hit Control S, which is save, instead of Control Z, which is undo.
Dummy.
I don't want to undo.
I've been working on that for hours, man.
Just make yourself breathe or something. I'm going to switch cameras right quick.
Bill says, I like softwoods, like pine.
I like cheese.
I like grainy wood.
This is wood porn, man.
All right, we are switching cameras. So oops, I should open the shutter. So if it goes black, if it goes black, that's me switching between cameras.
Oh,
so I don't want anything to be upside down for y'all.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Oh, what an idiot.
I've been called worse. What you laughing about?
You said switch cameras, and I reached over here and switched to Facebook, and that picture of me and the cat popped up with the two monitors above each other. I mean, well, I don't see nothing.
I was instructing myself, sir, because I was going back to that visual thing to where I don't want things to be upside down to people. So if I can control it, I will switch cameras if I think to do it. And right now I'm trying to clamp it. That's why everybody's getting dizzy.
Russ Meadow says, I like little baby ducks,
And rabbits,
the
apparently.
old pickup trucks, and the rain, and Penelope.
Old dogs and children, and watermelon wine. Tom T. Hall, yeah, buddy.
Bill says it's
Copyright.
upside down to me here now.
I can't believe I just ruined something I've been working on forever.
Welcome to the world of creation, Claire.
Yeah, but
Go outside, smoke a cigarette, and get all you out of the way, and you'll be okay.
Old dogs and children.
And
watermelon wine. Oh.
It's all right, Cliff. I've done that on patterns. I'll say, and I'll just tell myself now, if you get mad, it won't change anything. So you just take a deep breath and get on it again. I tell you what.
But every once in a while, throwing a hammer makes you feel better.
That too.
I don't happen to have one near me, which is probably a good
except for
thing.
the person that the hammer lands on.
I almost said the hammer's aimed at. I got it. Oh God, that hurts.
Russ Meadow says, you got it, Charles.
That's pronounced Charus.
This is how I'm trying to be there for you folks. I got 2 webcams aimed at the project. Just saying. It's a little blurry. I can't get it to focus in.
It's probably because you're too
I thought it was
close.
me unfocused.
It may be too close to the camera.
Okay.
Apparently, when I threw a fit, I spit on my monitor.
You
got little rainbows?
Yeah. Warn me before we go to us on camera, because I'm going back to dull, sticky.
Okay.
That hurted it.
Sometimes StreamYard does it on its own. I'll be sitting here, all of a sudden it'll be showing everybody on the panel instead of just me. It's like, what the hell?
Bill, I have to agree with you 100%. I like wake up to breathing in the morning, and that's enough for me.
For me, it depends on the morning, but yeah, for the most part, it's always nice to be alive.
Anytime I wake up, it's a great day. Or at least I think I'm awake. My problem is I stay up so much, I'm afraid to go to sleep.
I love sleep. My wife's been having to take some of my meds to sleep. She's been having trouble sleeping lately.
I'm sorry.
Oh, good. Been working a lot. She has a deadline Friday.
What exactly does she do, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't mind at all. She does AutoCAD type work for Lockwood, Andrews, and Noonan. Makes decent money, but me being so broke, you can't tell. And I'm not trying to be funny. If I made good money, we'd be doing all right. But she's having to pick up my slack because of me being a broke ass.
I'm going to go smoke. I shall see you when the rush of wind comes back.
Okay.
Don't leave me. Because I'm no stranger to the rain.
She makes pretty darn good money, and there again, I mean, if I had a dependable income, we'd be doing all right.
I understand that one 100%.
But you really can't tell, because number one, she's practical with money, but she's constantly having to, number one, pay bills that I can't pay because I'm broke, and the hazards of owning a home and paying bills, blah blah blah.
Yep. That's why the wife works a part-time job, or we could have a little extra.
I miss being able to work a normal job. And people might
You,
be hearing me right now saying, well, you sound fine to me. Well, it's not consistent. That's why I can't hold a normal job. If y'all don't see me when I'm not on camera,
Bill says only people who have near-death experiences get to wake up breathing. Yes, sir, Bill. I know exactly how that is.
I've never had one of those light in the tunnel type near death, but I did almost have a truck roll over on me once. My dumb ass was checking all four tires, checking the brakes. They were all drum brakes. So for some reason, I thought having two jack stands would hold the truck up. And the second I took that last tire off, the truck tilted over on me, and I held it as long as I could, and I yelled as loud as I could, not with pain, but help, And luckily, a neighbor heard me and came running. So did some other people, and they held the truck up and let it down. And then I almost passed out. Closest I've been to death anyway.
Yeah, they shipped me to the emergency room one time, and my wife was in there. My blood pressure dropped below 60 over 40, and she said I was gray as a sheet, and every pore in my body shot out water. Like
Wow.
you see on a horror movie, you know how they cut your arm off or something, you start squirting blood.
Yeah.
She said that whole bed was wet in seconds. And Dennis is in the house saying hello from Wooden. Hello, Dennis.
Howdy, Dennis. Yeah, I can't speak to other people's near-death experiences, and I'm referring to the kind not where you see a light and you start to head towards it kind of thing. I'm referring to just, where you could have died kind of thing. But, you reach a point where, you kind of just accept it and say, well, I guess this is it. So that was where I got with that. It's like, oh, hell. The only thing that saved me was that when I took the tire off, I had set it on the ground, then the truck tilted over, and the wheel well pinned my hand up against the tire. So that tire being there was the only thing that saved that truck.
Dang.
Or saved me from being rolled over by the truck. I mean, my hand didn't break or anything because it was a tire, so it had some give to it. Luckily, it was this hand here. But anyway, yeah. So that scared the living crap out of me. And I was yelling at the top of my lungs. Guy down at the corner heard me and came running. My brother was in the house watching my daughter, and he didn't hear a thing.
Bill says, me too, Herb. Went to the hospital with a bad cold only to have them say to me, won't make it through the night. Jiminy Christmas. I can't imagine that. Yeah, I think that's the scariest my wife ever been.
If I could choose how I die, I want to die in my sleep. Of course, I'm sure most people would prefer to die that way.
Yeah.
I don't want to suffer. I don't want to be in pain. I don't want to get hit by a truck kind of thing. I mean, a lot of those deaths are instant, but they're not always.
Yep.
I don't want to drown. I don't want to die in a fire. Oh, hell no. Something I think about all the time is on 9/11 when you had all those people jumping out of the Twin Towers.
I know.
Can you imagine having to make that choice?
No, I just can't imagine it.
I can't either. I mean, you have a choice between burning alive or jumping. It's like, holy hell, I can't even freaking imagine it. So we think we got it bad. There's people that had to go through that crap.
Bill said, and also when I was trapped in my house as it was burning down around me with no way out, God, no wonder I'm so screwed up.
I don't think you're screwed up, Bill, but I'm glad you're still here, sir. But I imagine you can relate to the whole, I guess this is it thing, and I don't mean like in a guilty way, but in a accepting way. It's kind of hard to way of putting it. Like you can't fight it anymore. It's just like, wow, I guess this is it. And I know we could be talking about cheerier topics, but we talk about all kinds of topics here. We got 18 people watching. If you have any near-death experiences or don't want to talk about it at all, you don't have to, but we're here.
Dennis says, I had water fill one of my lungs and couldn't breathe.
I can't even imagine.
Neither can I.
I almost drowned when I was 9, so I don't know how to swim because, hello, Cliff.
Hello.
That's why Bill says, see, that's why I'm scared of hospitals.
My brother witnessed me almost drowning, so neither one of us were both scared of water to a degree. I'm really scared of it, but yeah.
I jump around in the shower just to keep them getting wet.
What in the blue blazing hell is going on here?
David Jones, Portal Woodworks must be here.
Yes, sir.
That's his greeting, Cliff, in case you didn't know that. Howdy, Dave.
You know, West goes, you know how I want to go, but I won't be that lucky.
Family friendly.
Yeah, I know what you're exactly talking about, Wes, because that almost happened to me.
I don't stop us very much, but let's stop on that note.
That's why I read it that way.
All right.
I want to go in my sleep too, like Granddad did. No kicking, no screaming, like the other 3 people in the car.
Yep.
Steve Coleman said that. And another one bit the dust.
Charlie just started whistling the song.
Oh yeah. I didn't even realize I was whistling it. Glad one of us was paying attention.
I got a way of popping stuff in his head.
Yeah.
You know a song stuck in your head is called an earwig?
Did not know that.
Now you do.
What does the term earworm mean? I've heard that term, but I don't know what it means.
I believe that's a disease.
I got the worms, Thomas.
I've heard the term earworm, but I don't know what it means. Maybe it's a modern day version of earwig. I don't know. I got a lot of earwigs.
My ears don't have that much hair, so I don't feel the need to wig.
That's another way you're getting older. You get hair growing out of your ears, and I got that. Not much, but most of it's on the back of my ear.
Like you said, hair growing out of your ears.
Hair, not hair.
That's the sad thing. I can grow more hair in my ear than I can on my arms and legs. What's up with that BS?
The joys of being human, I reckon.
First world problems, yo.
Yes, sir.
Bill said, I got to the pearly gates and God said, don't think I'm letting you in here. Mad enough to go down to the devil. No way to piss off. So I had not to die, LOL. Man, I can't read.
he goes through that every now and then, Cliff. He just, as hard as he tries, he can't get them words out.
They make perfect sense in my head.
Yeah, just like a while ago, Cliff, I was reading one of his comments and I threw 3 words in there that wouldn't even know were in that sentence.
And we were talking about a place to buy something, so it kind of totally changed the comment. That's why he's not getting his paycheck this month, because he got demoted for that. I just didn't tell him till right this second. Just kidding. We have 18 people watching. We are messing with you, by the way, Herb.
Mimi says, I thought an earwig was some type of bug. Yeah, it's me. Can you hear
me? I'm sure there's that too.
You see, Herb? Yeah, it's me. You hear me? I'm in your ear.
I hear your voice says, "They gonna
I
come get me."
I smell dead people.
Well, if Herb ends up in my ear, I know how I'm dealing with it.
Nah.
It's gonna hurt both of us.
I got two of them.
My dog is upset that she's not in here.
Bummer.
Oh,
How's your wife? I expect she's at work.
No, she finally got a day off, so she's in the hot tub getting snockered.
Uh-oh.
Steve Combs, earworm is when you're doing a live and have somebody reading to the comments to see if you can pay more attention to what you're doing, Herb. No. I try to, Steve, but it just don't always happen that way. Because my mind gets faster than my mouth.
Both of mine are about a dead stop. I just
By
try
the
to
way,
power through them.
if anybody's wondering and you weren't here in the beginning, I always roughly cut the perimeter. So that's why the oval looks wavy, is because I knew I could use a belt sander to get it to the line. So that's why the perimeter is wavy like that.
Here it is, 8 o'clock, and our favorite person hasn't been in here yet.
I've been here the whole time.
Not you,
I got her as quick as I could.
Who?
Josh.
Oh. Well, favorite would be debatable. He has his moments.
Dennis says, I think Herb needs an earworm.
I think Herb has an earworm.
Bill says, okay, guys, I'm off here. It's to the shop time for the Aussie.
All right, Austin, man.
Take care, Bill.
Here. Come on back sometime.
Farewell,
We do these
good
every
sir.
now and then. Yes.
See, that's what I get trying to listen to two devices at the same time.
Hell, I can barely listen to one.
Steve Combs says Herb would be Chuck's earworm. Sometimes the earworm is in the headphone that's silent to the show. Huh?
I think that's like a producer talking in your ear.
What?
Left
Can't
over
hear
here.
myself.
I'm
I
about
can't
to
hear
say,
myself think.
Herb likes to do that. Anytime you talk about hearing, he'll say, huh? Every now and then I fall for it.
What you talking about, Willis? Would I do that?
Oh, yipper.
Probably. God, if I was any dumber, you'd have to water me.
Okay.
No, I'm just ate up.
Welcome to our world.
I was going to say something, but I held back.
Come on in. Waiting just for you.
Welcome to my
Welcome
world.
to my world. You're thinking?
Eddie Arnold.
No, that was me, Charbos.
Oh, sounded
I know, it sounded just like him, didn't
just
it?
so nice.
For real though.
I know.
Oh my god.
Steve Combs says LOL Cliff.
Why, thank you.
I'm living in a fantasy world.
Damn it, I missed the pilot hole, Herb. 420.
Oh,
Dang it.
Lord.
Damn it.
For you potheads out there, we're at 420.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I had that number.
Bottle stanker. I don't remember how many you had, honestly.
I had to look.
I missed the beak in one of them there goslings or whatever the hell you call them.
I think I said 380 or something like
It's
that.
their gooses.
They're geese.
Does that mean whoever won that contest has to give it back?
Nope. I never do that to anybody.
Well, not good.
Yep,
won.
I had 380.
I won 112 patterns from Charos one time.
You
Well,
ever get them?
I never downloaded them. No.
that's how he got them. I gave them to him. That's how he won them.
Oh.
Trying to help
What?
Daring Decals. Daring Decals is technically both of us for my designs, but some of
Well, they're
mine.
not all your designs, bruh.
That's what I'm saying, but majority of it's going to be Mr. Daring over there.
Nah,
I'm actually getting cold
other-
over here.
the
Turn
new
off.
and improved Deering.
What? You're getting cold.
Well, I have a window unit on and a fan. Matter of fact, I'm going to go say how diddly do to nature. So let me raise the camera up so y'all got something to look at.
How diddly do, diddly do, diddly do, diddly
I'll be right back. Clip, try to keep I'll understand if it's dead quiet when I get back, but I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We're just not going to have that silent stuff going on in here.
when nature calls. Get that man some sugar.
I just had a queen.
So this is just you now.
It's always me. Take all of me.
They call me tater salad.
They called me throwed off.
They don't call me at all.
They call me something, but I can't say it. It's that friendly.
All in a dysfunctional family.
I'm walking these floors for myself. Cause I go tiptoeing to the true love in my tutu.
In watermelon wine.
Are y'all really still singing?
Yeah.
No, that's just him.
We got any viewers left? No, I'm just kidding.
We can't see the viewers, only you can.
Just help me, Herb is loose.
We've got 16 viewers. Much obliged. Oh,
I've been running off 20 of them. Because they can't take the truth. They can't take this stoned off person.
You can't handle the truth.
Hey, where's John C? Says Dennis.
ain't no telling.
He's over there playing with his Jenga. Or working on his Jenga or Jello shots or Christmas tree. He goes out walking with his pig ears and tail on in the daylight.
14 likes. 14 thumbs up, 1 thumb down. I appreciate y'all watching. By God.
That thumbs down was probably for me.
I'd give you a thumb up, Charos.
Well, you're welcome to do it. Go over to YouTube, sir. Give me a thumb up.
I'm
Please,
afraid
sir.
it would. Oh, fine.
All right.
Somebody stole him, Dennis. They come got me. He finally caught me. Me and Penelope gonna get it.
Herb, you need to check sugar, baby.
I just did.
Oh, God. So what we going to blame all this on? Just being tore up?
Me being tore up since I wasn't here last night.
All right, making up for lost time.
I shoved my thumb up.
Thank you, sir.
No problemo.
We usually get more than that on when we do the contest and not everybody wins.
I'm actually trying this Deadpool a different way now. I'm trying to do it over the actual photograph. See if it works out any better. Coloring it in is going to suck more, but
yes.
Okay. Okay, Steve, give him back, says Dennis. Some Richard Head gave you a thumbs down, Chuck.
Richard Head? Who said that?
Steve Combs.
That's funny.
That's funny right there. I think Steve is cool for a dude.
Yeah, except Steve ain't on Facebook.
Ain't got no time for no Facebook.
See, if anything ever happens to me, nobody on YouTube will know it unless they're connected with me on Facebook. That's why you should connect with me on Facebook. Just saying.
I'd let them know. I'd find a way to get into your show.
If anybody wants to connect with me on Facebook, I go by the Charles Deering. That's all one word. If you want to connect on YouTuber, I go by Charles Deering Scroll or just Charles Deering. You should find me. Y'all subscribe, click on that bell to be notified.
Y'all go ahead and do that.
No.
Dennis says, no, Steve, it was some Trump hater.
Clip, are you on Facebook? I want to get to know you better.
Cliff ETX. But I'm pretty boring because I rarely post.
Okay.
I'm pretty boring even when I do post. Hey!
That's only me.
Sorry.
Alright.
Don't you do that.
Too late. Again, this pattern, if I can remember to do it, will be on the website tonight. I have the rectangular version of this pattern already on the website.
1 second.
Hello? No, I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Leave me alone. Okay. Hi. See, I don't want to talk to myself. I talk to somebody else's phone calls.
Yeah, sure.
Because there's 10,000 comedians out of a job, and I'm trying to act like one of them boogers.
Oh, God, and I apologize when the camera shakes, but the cord, welcome back, the cord is literally going across just out of view here. Well, I'll show you, the cord is right there, so I keep bumping it. Go ahead, Cliff.
I have to go take my dog's shot collar off. She jumped in the hot tub thinking the top was still on it.
Oh, hell. I guess
Well,
you didn't die.
No.
You wouldn't be that calm.
No. But no, I don't even know that it would do anything. But yeah, that's, I guess I should go do that. I'll probably smoke while I'm there.
Okay, is it a shock collar or just a vibrating one?
Well, it can vibrate, beep, or shocks.
Hopefully it'll still work.
We'll find out. BRB.
10-4.
I go out walking
After midnight.
out in the moonlight, wearing my 222, and I go. I see a. With tutu. Boy, somebody shut that son of a gun up.
No, it'll happen eventually. Can't rush nature. We got 16 people watching. If you haven't gone mental yet, I hope you'll subscribe and click on that bell to be notified. One thumbs down ain't all that bad. I've had 7 or 10 or 20 before, so that's all good.
Oh. He was retarded.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was yawning too. Is there any comments out there? You got awful quiet. Go ahead.
No, I was reading. No, it's still the same one. I was reading a post that a friend of mine posted. He's in they got a group that's called Fishing for Veterans.
Yeah, sure.
They go down to the coast every so often. They're going down to Matagorda Bay.
Cool.
And look at the weather they got going on down there right now with all the flooding and stuff. And this idiot still wants to go.
Some people ain't all that bright.
He ain't. Okay, now a couple of chants come in. Mr. Herb, you found that pink elephant? Yes, sir, with the polka dot bikini. Steve Combs says, LOL. Larry, so, Dennis, so I have a horse pattern about half done.
Nice.
Well, hurry up and get it done. I want to see the finished product.
Maytag. If you sell it, you need to send about $5,000 to the pattern designer. Just saying. Just saying.
Okay.
Now, I don't know why I made these eyes so big on these little geeses, goslings, whatever the hell you call them. But they had to look like that inside the pattern, but I'm going to alter it a little bit, make them a little smaller, just so it doesn't look right.
Dennis says, that's right, I'm a half-wit.
I'm a whole wit. Don't feel bad. No, I'll just cut it the way it is, Trick.
Steve's asking Dennis, is he going to post a video when he's done?
Hey, better, by God.
Wes says, the fish are still hungry when the water's high. Yeah, when they go to Matagorda Bay, they usually drive 15 miles down the beach. Last time when that hurricane come down here, they went down there. At the end of it, still got that high wind, tore up a bunch of canopies. But some people never learn.
No, sir.
Take the travel trailer with them and get it stuck down there. Yeah, good luck.
Excuse me.
Dennis says, yes, I am making a video and we'll post it when it's done, Steve.
Yay. So y'all subscribe over there to Mr. Dennis. Young and Patsy Cline, baby.
I'm multitasking these floors tonight. For tonight, the bottle let me down.
Merle Haggard, I can't think of that song. Who sings that song, mister?
What, tonight the bottle let me down? I don't know. It just stuck in my head.
It's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't place the voice right off the hand. I mean, I've heard the song, I just can't think of the voice. I don't think it was Merle. Damn it. I'm guessing you muted yourself to ask Siri or somebody.
Hi.
Mighty Merle sang it.
I think it's waterproof, Charles, just for the record. Back to you.
Gretchen Wilson sang it. The Mavericks sang it.
What are we talking about?
George Jones sang it.
Tonight the bottle let me down. It was either George Jones or Merle Haggard, the version I heard.
Have you ever heard Sebastian Bach's version, country song?
If I
He
did,
was the lead singer of Skid Row. It's called Battle with the Bottle.
I think I heard it a long time ago. Wasn't Church ever released bad?
So now the dogs are at it again. Can't have nothing nice.
They're at what again?
Wrestling. They're wrestling pretty much 24/7.
Steve Combs says it was Merle Haggard. What's that Canadian got to say?
I don't know. I heard a notification.
He says, let me in, let me, or knock, 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 knock.
I didn't hear the sound effect. Okay, just a sec.
Who's coming?
The Canadian John Cousins, your favorite weirdo.
Yay.
I didn't get the sound notification. Howdy do, Mister.
I'll hop and I'll pop and I'll blow your house down.
I won't blow it up. I'm not even trying to lie.
Welcome back, Mister Canadian dude.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing there, buddy?
About time you got back here. We sure appreciate you.
I just got a notification saying you're going on in 30 minutes.
Oh, it's been a while. We've actually been going a little over 2 and a half.
Hours,
must be.
25 minutes.
Must be the time zone.
You got one of them Canadian clocks or something.
Yeah.
Sound like somebody's out of breath.
They ran the
What's
whole
he
way
been
here.
doing? What's he been doing?
John Clips here as well as Herb.
I was huffing and puffing. Blowing your house down.
Dag blabbit, don't blow my shop down.
I just got it.
I was wondering why this trailer was rocking.
Bite
Well,
your
I was knocking, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Lawrence. Hey, Steve. Hey, Dennis. Hey, Mimi. Hi, Mimi. Hey, Mimi. Mimi.
Zip
Mimi.
bang. Good to see you again, Mr. Canadian, sir.
Yeah, I figure I better get on today because I won't be here tomorrow night.
After we went off the air last night, I had John call Karen.
Why?
He called her Pookie to get her to come in the hangout. Hi, Pookie. Why does it say you're calling from Alberta? Because I am. I said he was texting her. I said, well, she's not responding to my text, so call her. Put her on speaker, by God. He said, what are you wearing? She said, clothes. I said, she says the same thing to me.
You wore that yesterday.
You gotta wear something new every day. Come on.
She's got a deadline Friday, so she's been working her butt off more than the usual 9 to 5 stuff. Or actually more like 7:30 to 5.
Working 9 to 5.
What a way to make a living.
God damn you.
You weren't muted, her, but damn you too.
Sorry.
It happened.
It's all good. We're a cussing family.
I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow.
What's a tree doing with a pillow?
I don't know.
He was just trying to lay down and take him a nap.
They couldn't think of nothing else that rhymed.
So, I was thinking all day. So,
Oh,
if,
God.
if,
Oh,
if,
no.
if one is a goose and two is a geese,
I said I already talked about the mooses.
Mises. Come here, little Mises.
yeah, they're mises, right?
Yeah, I said the same thing earlier. I said that's why the English language is so hard to learn, because you've got tomb,
Bomb.
comb, and bomb. They're all spelled the same except for the first letter, and they're pronounced differently. And two, and two, and they are, you are.
Well, Americans can't even get two, and they can't spell
Yeah, we both
definitely. It's all defiantly and stuff.
The biggest one I see a lot of adults still having trouble with is you are.
Your and your.
You
Yeah.
are.
Makes me embarrassed. Just like having Honey Boo Boo be famous and Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. And
Lawrence says, butt nugget.
the way to remember when to use your or your is if it's you are. If you can say you are, then that's Y-O-U apostrophe R-E.
I believe you are correct, Charles.
Okay.
I missed one pilot hole so far, Mr. Johnny Cousins.
Are we gonna drink?
You don't do, I'm taking it, right?
Mimi says, hey, John, I worked on the owls a bit today till I got cross-eyed.
Johnny, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was on the phone. Just give me a sec.
Oh, sorry.
Dennis says, did you know more than 2 crows is a murder?
Yup.
I always
Did you
thought
know
that.
more than 2 murders is a crow? That was stupid. I'm sorry. I'll see myself out.
No, that's the birds.
This flying stuff is for the birds.
Heavens to Murgatroyds.
Heavens to Murgatroyds. Exit stage left 2 button.
I did, Dennis, says Steve Combs.
I'm telling you, folks, you won't find another live stream that keeps up with the comments as much as we do and has as much fun as we do. Just saying. So subscribe.
Because we a bunch of...
I don't know if you saw Herb. I don't know if you saw Herb when I was advertising the live stream again. I said we'd never get done in one live stream. So please don't unsubscribe.
I saw that.
Seems like we always got people unsubscribing.
Because they can't handle Herbie.
I imagine majority of people that unsubscribe just don't like sitting through it, you know. But oh well, it takes a lot for me to unsubscribe, and I know I've said that before. I have to flat out hate somebody. Everybody loves Shirley, man. Not.
I like you plenty.
I do too. That's why I just unsubscribed.
I gained 3 subscribers after posting in all the groups today, but I tend to lose 2 or 3 a day, gain maybe 1 every couple of days.
People like subscribing to my issues.
God. There is no method to my madness, folks. I'm just scrolling in a general area, and I may eventually jump to another area. But I guess subconsciously or consciously, I'm working on the little goslings, and I'll move back. No telling where.
Watermelon wine.
Stopped to see a weeping willow, and I stole his pillar. Cause he weren't using it. And he was crying on it and stuff.
Right, boys, I'm back.
Okay.
The hell out of you, dude.
I had a phone for road permits to go across the border tomorrow.
Alright.
And a murder of crows is actually 5 or more.
Fine. What is 4 or less?
It's just a gaggle of crows.
Is it really a gaggle or a flock?
Less than a murder of crows.
Attempted murder?
That was pretty funny right there.
Oh, it's manslaughter of crows. I'm on a roll.
I crack up. It was called Couple of Crows. Go ahead.
So, sorry, it's 3 or more.
Okay, what is 2 or more? Or less?
A mob.
Seriously?
Yep.
Why wouldn't it just be called crows?
It's called a mob. A mob.
Look at that buttload of crows over there.
Because 2 or 3 birds do not constitute a flock. There's no set number of birds needed to call a group a flock, but it depends on their social behavior.
They're weird.
So if they're behaved, they're not murdered.
No.
Other than this design right here, the other one I'll be uploading tonight, if I think of it, is a crow. Just standing there, by the way.
Dennis says, I love you, Charles. I gave you the thumb down.
No, I wasn't wrong, Dennis. I never gave a correct answer to begin with.
And Wesley Bacall says, who the fucking cares?
Who fucking cares? Hey, a group of squirrels is called a scurry.
Yeah.
Oh. A group of armadillos. Oh, a group of armadillos is called a roll, apparently.
Well, that's weird.
Because they roll.
I believe a group of snake eggs is called a clutch.
Clutch, yeah.
A group of live streamers is called idiots.
A group of pandas is called an embarrassment.
Butt nugget.
Embarrassment.
What's an embarrassment?
A group of pandas.
Seriously?
Look at that embarrassment.
Shit. I mean,
So Charlie said hecky darn.
I
Group
forgot
of
another pilot hole. That's
A group of
421.
cockroaches is called an intrusion.
Well, that's to put it lightly.
Well, that's a major intrusion.
A group of giraffes is called a tower.
Can't imagine why.
A group of me is called a mob. Okay, that was funny in my head. I should have kept it there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
We're right there to support you, Cliff.
I appreciate you.
Okay.
Up to 421 pilot holes, but the contest is over. So get over it.
No, I don't want to get over it.
Gee.
OMG.
Can a badger kill a human?
If a human laid there and exposed its brain or something, I reckon.
I'm wading in your car. Too late, no, I'm on fire.
Stop it, Herbie. That wasn't Herbie. That was Johnny Poo, wasn't it? I don't know
I'll
who.
never tell.
It was
I will
Herbie.
not-
I
How'd you
know, but I'm sworn to secrecy.
Because the one that denies is the one that done did it.
Like a fart.
Nobody denied it. I just didn't know who did it.
Here's some little known information education for people.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Cause I was looking at badgers. I don't know why. I just came across badgers because badgers are cool, right?
We don't need no stinking badgers.
Yeah. So anyway,
I see.
although there were reports in the mid 20th century that honey badgers killed prey by emasculating them and letting them bleed to death,
Wow.
but no one has reported such an attack on prey or on humans since 1950.
Wow. Cliff
My
is our
mommy-
cock. Cliff
My
is
mom-
our
mommy caught me emasculating one time.
Because you know, death by emasculation would not be something you'd want to be proud of.
but Cliff, John is our official Googler.
Oh. I googled my Yahoo till I
I
banged.
knew it. I knew it.
I made that up. I'm gonna make the dumper sticker. Yeah.
A dumper sticker.
Stumper bicker.
My mama caught me emasculating and told me, "You stop doing stuff you don't know what it is." It was funny in my head again. I'm gonna just keep everything right there. in a
Please
little
do.
box. OMG, no you didn't.
I totally did.
Rude.
We've been going 2 hours, 37 minutes, and 56 seconds.
I haven't.
So, did you start with the eyes? And you missed one.
Yeah, I started with one goose's eye, and then I did
Jesus.
the perimeter because I forgot to.
I'm wading in your car.
So,
What geese?
what kind of geese are those?
Canadian, I reckon.
We just call them geese. We just call them geese.
Well, they're referred to as Canadian geese.
In France, they just call them fries.
Yeah. And bread and toast.
You want some breakfast? Wait, that wasn't French. Is somebody listening to an alien?
What's that noise?
Ain't me.
It must be you because they me. I was over here playing with my toys.
Maybe E.T. trying to phone home.
Say John brought it up, but Herb giggled when he answered. So I'm analytical. So I'd say it was her.
Hey, we should just do random and useless trivia. Do you know who did the voice of E.T.?
Freddy Cougar.
Deborah Winger, who was also mommy on The Ranch. The show, The Ranch.
Mr. Wesley Belko says, I hit a badger on the road years ago. Well, this sounds like a long story. I stopped and picked him up and continued my trip. Turned out it was just I knocked him out for a little while. A wild ride down the interstate when he came to.
And he bit your nipple right off, didn't he?
Why-
We've
why
already
wouldn't you
seen
put him-
planes, trains, and
That was a
Why wouldn't you put
beaver
him in the
herb
trunk? Why wouldn't you put him in the trunk?
because it wasn't a trunk beaver.
I wouldn't pick up a dead animal. Just saying. Well, yeah, I would because I
That's funny right
I
there.
collect skulls,
Oh.
but I wouldn't be picking up dead animals for the hell of it.
You gotta give me 5 minutes here. I'll be right back.
6 minutes tops.
Okay.
Time's up.
3 minutes, I'm booting y'all. Bye.
I'm riding in your car.
Ah,
Turn on the radio.
What you doing in the car?
You don't
Packing
want
it. Cat pack. It's the hopper.
I need some butterscotch. Anybody got any
Uh,
butterscotch?
No. Sorry.
Anybody got any Dr. Pepper I can have?
I'm drinking tea myself.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got Dr. Pepper that none of you can have because I'm a greedy butthole. Yes, this was stuck in my head. It like never happens. I got an earwig worm. Or a worm with a wig in my ear. Something like that.
Yeah. Where's that been?
Did Herb mute himself? Is it just me and you, Cliff?
I think the whole world muted Herb. I
No,
don't know.
I had to unplug myself because I had to go over and get my.
Were you already fully charged?
Yeah,
No.
I was going to say the same thing.
No, I had to go over and get in my secret stash.
We don't do the dibbage on this show, mister.
Yeah, don't do the do. But
I got into my secret stash.
I think he was probably masticating.
It's butterscotch. I can tell by the crinkling paper. Please
happy.
make more noise, Herb.
I got my baggie full of candy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You stay out of the van, mister. You help me look for my puppy. Save the children.
I'm a taxidermist. John Cousins says an earworm. Con.
John Cousins supposed to be active on the panel.
Yeah.
He's multitasking. Turn out the light.
Party's over.
I got my secret stash, and I'm not sharing none of them with you.
And kiss my go to hell.
As I go walking in the tulip.
Turn out the light. The girl is ugly.
Charlie.
Huh?
I don't know.
That's the only one. That name just popped in my head.
Are y'all ignoring the chat, or is it that dead out there?
I just read it. John Cousins says, Con. Steve Combs says, Con, LOL. John says, you gave me 6 minutes.
Does seem a bit random, doesn't it?
This is true.
I got to mute myself.
Damn right you do. Sorry.
And
Flip it's on you. John's on a phone call. Herb mental and muted himself.
No, I got the vacuum next to me.
I bet you that sucks.
Hell, the place ain't that big. You've been vacuuming for 2.5 hours?
That was friggin' hilarious, man.
What
Nobody didn't know. They said the vacuum's acting out there. I bet you that sucks.
She was doing upstairs the first time you heard it.
Okay. You're nicer than I am. I'd be telling my wife, you know I'm on a live stream, right? Really? Just couldn't wait. Really? I was at work, you old bastard. Yep.
I ain't got the cojones to tell her.
Don't tell her I
I'm not going to lie.
But boy, you're thinking it. It's always easier for somebody else to say it. I tell you what, we got 15 people watching. Comment or question if you got them.
Okay, I'm going to ask you. You know what Carl said, honey?
I love you.
Tell her Cliff said your vacuum really sucks.
Cliff. Never mind. I'm kidding.
It's a vacuum, see? Vacuum humor, you know.
Yeah, back humor. Almost sounds like Val Kilmer.
John said, "LOL, not the vacuum," and Larry said, I'm working on one of my patterns I won from Charus.
Yeah,
Dennis can't wait to see it.
me too.
Back to Deadpooling.
Back to goosing.
Yours sounds more fun, yeah.
Yeah,
See what she did to me?
beat the hell out of you. You
Oh,
gonna?
you can't see it.
Well, no.
No, I forgot.
My wife said hi to me. My wife loves me. She waved with that one finger.
Yeah. You're number one.
She hit me so hard, knocked my earphone sideways and my glasses. Cattywampus.
Duck, 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 duck,
Goose.
duck. Geese.
Welcome back,
Yeah.
Canadian.
John, you have a voice that should be used for obscene phone calls. That was a compliment.
My voice should be used for what?
What are you wearing? Khakis.
Clothes.
What?
How you
How you
doing,
doing?
baby?
Exit. Stage left.
Mr. Meadows would like to know how long we're going to be in here for. He has to go over to Wally World.
Well, even if we go off there, Russ, we'll leave the hangout open.
For the cool kids.
Everybody's cool here, baby.
I missed some comments. Working on one of my patterns I won from Charles tonight, says Lawrence.
I already read that. But thank you for your participation.
Here's your trophy.
Did you know a vacuum can blow?
Yep.
Some of them. Did you know Wesley is very partial to vacuum?
I did not know that.
I'm gonna shut up.
Okay.
Dennis says, "What is I wearing?"
It's a specific part.
What?
I said it's a specific part too.
Shh.
It was funny in my head.
Should
I
have
go
stayed
back
down.
on and down. You know I'm retarded.
I kind of expected that.
What, to me to say I was retarded?
Just a little.
I
I a whole lot of retarded. Retarded people can see
I
each
was
other.
resembled that was Mark.
It's special needs.
Yeah. Mentally stupid.
Only on Wednesday nights.
Whew. Get a little tired.
No, you ain't got time to be tired.
Boredom is self-inflicted.
Well, I've
Boredom
inflicted
sets
hell
into
out.
the boring mind.
Well, I've never known my mind to be excited.
Mine is. I'm not even trying to lie, brethren.
Okay.
I'm riding in my car.
We'll drive it away.
I rather have a twirl.
I think he's been hanging out with Elmer too long.
Yeah.
That's actually Robin Williams. He's doing an impression of Elmer Fudd singing Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
Dennis says, "What am I wearing? My birthday suit."
You need to return that gift. I'm just kidding about there.
Dennis, I don't think it fits.
Mine's too tight.
Mine doesn't fit right in the back.
Mine's too small on the front. Whoa, let's change it.
I sat there in my pee-pee pants.
Is that Charles sighing?
Yeah.
Why? Because I said that?
Don't know what I'm do with you fellers.
Hey, it could be worse, sir.
Who's the what? Who's the what's that? So I saw Lawrence was cutting one of your patterns.
Yeah.
Which one's he doing? Do you know?
No clue.
He's a cutter.
One of the 10 he's won so far, so that narrows it down. All right, folks, I think I'm going to end the live stream, but the room will still be open. If you got a webcam or a mic, talk at me. I sure appreciate everybody being here. No reason other than I'm just getting a little tired, but I appreciate y'all being here. Russ, come on in.